Welcome to this week's edition of New York Now. I'm Dan Clark. The legislative session is over, and that means we have moved on to this year's elections. First up is this year's primaries for governor and lieutenant governor later this month. That election is on Tuesday, June 28th. Mark your calendars. And this week, we got a fresh look at that race. It was the first time the three Democrats running for governor were at the same place at the same time for a debate. Governor Kathy Hochul, Congressman Tom Suozzi, and New York City public advocate Jumaane Williams are all running for their party's nomination. And while Hochul is considered to have a comfortable lead over her opponents, they aren't letting up. A few highlights from the debate. It's the first time the race for governor has been open in more than a decade. After former Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned last year, Democrats scrambled to fill his shoes. And three candidates quickly emerged. His successor, now Governor Kathy Hochul, New York City public advocate Jumaane Williams, and Congressman Tom Suozzi from Long Island. The three faced off in a debate Tuesday night, where no one was pulling their punches.
When the governor was a member of Congress, she voted with, was endorsed by, and took money from the NRA. Where's the principle in that?
You know, talk about daylight. There's so much bright daylight between our positions that I need to find a pair of sunglasses.
We need to have someone that's going to stop the budget to say we need more money for gun violence prevention, not a billionaire to get a stadium to be built outside of Buffalo where people are suffering.
Public safety emerged as a top issue, with each candidate asked about gun crime in New York City. Shootings have spiked since 2019 in the 5 boroughs. That's according to the NYPD. Williams, a progressive, said the state should invest more money into prevention efforts, youth programming, and victims' services. And he said the issue was personal.
A bullet went through my mother's car door while it was parked in front of her home. These are not theoretical things for me. These are personal. This is not esoteric. It's important to have someone that understands just the press conferences, like Andrew Cuomo did while people were dying due to the pandemic, will not stop people from dying. I'm tired of going from press conference to funeral.
On the environment, candidates were asked about something called crypto mining. That's where someone can use a bank of computers to solve complicated math problems online and win cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin. But it uses a lot of energy, so the state legislature passed a bill last week that would ban that practice for 2 years, citing the environmental impact. Hochul, a moderate, was asked if she would sign that bill and didn't give a clear answer, but said she shared those same concerns.
But on that very question, we have to be very cautious about allowing more facilities to come and go into formerly closed fossil fuel generating plants. We have a different situation where some may be generating hydroelectric power, for example. I need to be able to examine the differences, but I'm not interested in doing anything to harm the environment.
Williams said he supported the pause, and Suozzi did too, but for less than 2 years. And the candidates were also asked about the state's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Suozzi, also a moderate, took that opportunity to knock Hochul, saying her administration is dragging its feet on a complete up-and-down review of the state's policies at the height of the virus.
I don't know why we haven't had hearings to get to the bottom of exactly what happened here, to find out what the facts actually are. I don't know why the governor has not put together a committee to look at this so we could learn lessons from what we went through. We have not learned the lessons from COVID because we didn't have a comprehensive plan to address Omicron back in November, December, January of last year, while the governor was traveling the state doing fundraising.
The three Democrats will compete in the primary for governor on Tuesday, June 28th. And whoever wins that race will be the party's nominee for the general election in November.